Chelsea are moving smart. Chelsea are moving intelligently in this transfer window. And I'm going to break down exactly why I think that. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another pre-recorded video. We're here to talk about Jordan Henderson and Welbeck joining Chelsea. Big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at DonHussam6. And don't forget to add me on Snapchat if you use that. okjersey.com. That's where I got this retro Morocco shirt. You can get so many different shirts. Go over there, get yourself a shirt, and use the code to get 8% discount. Now, let's just get straight into it. Chelsea are moving intelligently in this transfer window. Chelsea are being very smart. Maho, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not going to spend the last 4 years telling Chelsea fans that Blue co-sign under 21 players and they sign a bunch of kids, and the moment they sign experienced players, I'm going to sit up here and poo-poo it. That's not what I'm going to do. Let's establish something straight away. Chelsea play 1 game a week. Chelsea don't have Champions League football or Conference League or Europa League. Chelsea play 1 game per week, meaning they play on a Sunday and then the Saturday after and then the Monday after. Sometimes they will have more than 7 days even between games. So signing older players like Danny Welbeck and Henderson is not going to be something that will stop them from using them in the squad, because even a 35-year-old can surely play 1 game a week. As we know already, Jordan Henderson is one of the fittest players in the league, and Danny Welbeck as well. Obviously always fit, and scores goals for Brighton. And actually, even Chelsea fans will tell you this. Danny Welbeck has probably dunked on Chelsea quite a few times. So they've signed someone who Brighton, with Welbeck have scored many goals against. So we're going to speak about them both. Let me just show you the news, first of all, by Fabrizio Romano, the Here We Go. So first of all, this is the Henderson Here We Go right here. This is the latest one. Breaking news. Henderson to Chelsea. Here we go. Former Liverpool captain has agreed a 2-year deal at Chelsea and will sign until June 2028 this week. Henderson left Brentford and Chelsea will now welcome him next. Exclusive story from Monday confirmed. And now let's go to the, obviously, the Welbeck news. And this happened 6 hours ago. Danny Welbeck to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal in place with Brighton for the English striker. Welbeck agreed terms with Chelsea until 2028. Medical next. Brighton approved decision to let him go after formal request from Danny. Jordan Henderson coming soon, as he said. And eventually, as well, he came. Now, let's just speak about it. Look, guys. Jordan Henderson, for me, if you are playing a Carabao Cup game or you're playing an FA Cup game, which objectively over the last 4 or 5 years, Chelsea haven't done the best in the domestic cups. Obviously they've lost finals and they've been knocked out early. They've had a mixture of stuff, but they haven't won a domestic cup in a while. You bring on a player like Jordan Henderson to start a game away at Ipswich or away at Hull or away at one of the championship clubs or wherever it is, Sheffield, anywhere you want. These players already have the experience needed to lead the group of youngsters. So when I have a B team that has the under 21 Chelsea players, the under 23 Chelsea players, the young inexperienced players, these are players that have the know-how. Jordan Henderson, from a Liverpool perspective, was the captain in the Klopp era. He's been there, done that. He's been through the title race where we lost by a point. He's been through the league winning season. He's been through winning the Champions League after being 3-0 down to Barcelona. He's experienced all these things, Jordan Henderson, as the Liverpool captain. So he brings all those heaps of experience. Let's not forget his England experience as well, where he's been to the World Cup semi-final, where he's played, obviously important games for England as well under Gareth Southgate. And he's been a massive part of the squad that even Thomas Tuchel selected him to be part of the squad. So Jordan Henderson has a positive leadership role when it comes to that. Now, as a Liverpool fan, for me, obviously, I dislike it because this is a former Liverpool captain and I don't want to see him put on a rival shirt, of course. But I'm speaking from a Chelsea perspective here. When it comes to Danny Welbeck is better than Delap. Danny Welbeck is better than any striker at Chelsea not called Joao Pedro. Last summer, I did a video saying Joao Pedro is a Firmino regen. Chelsea fans thought I'm gaslighting them, and now they think the same thing that I said last summer. Danny Welbeck, for me, is better than Delap and better than all the strikers at Chelsea. Danny Welbeck comes in and makes a positive impact to Chelsea. You bring him on in the last 15 minutes, in the last 30 minutes of a game. If it's 1-1 away at Coventry, if you're drawing 1-1 at home to Sunderland, you bring on a Danny Welbeck, someone who can put the ball in the back of the net, someone who's good in the air, someone who's Premier League experienced, someone who's not intimidated by atmospheres, and he makes a positive impact to your team and a positive impact to your squad. He's someone that can start domestic cup games with ease. You're playing a Premier League team at home. You can play Danny Welbeck and he doesn't look out of place. Obviously, his Premier League experience. Chelsea are making the intelligent moves and they're doing the smart transfers that will help Xabi Alonso take Chelsea to the next level. Let's not forget, Chelsea this time last year were having one of the most horrendous transfer windows I've seen. I rated it a 2 out of 10. Outside, obviously the signing of Joao Pedro, some of the signings Chelsea made last season were dreadful. They didn't cover the areas that they need. Now they've covered the backup striker area with Danny Welbeck. They've covered, a midfield depth player in Jordan Henderson. If they do go and sell Enzo Fernandez, I expect maybe they go sign an Adam Wharton. Maybe they need 1 or 2 more defensive players. But with the players that they've signed so far, Morgan Rogers, Lacroix, however it's pronounced. And then you got Henderson and Welbeck. Now we've got serious depth options that can help you be competitive in the domestic cups, that can help you beat any opposition in the domestic cups, and that can help you make a positive impact on your Premier League as well. I'll give you another example where you can use someone like a Henderson and a Welbeck. Let's say you're 1-0 up against Coventry at home. Coventry have a bit of the ball. Coventry feel a bit confident. Coventry are gaining momentum. You bring in Jordan Henderson on the pitch. He reassures everyone. He's that calming presence. He's that leadership presence. And everyone's just calmed down now. And not everyone's panicking and not everyone's losing their mind. How many times Chelsea were up in games this season and they ended up losing due to the lack of experience, due to them being scared, due to them not, being built for the moment. But players like Henderson and Welbeck are built for the moment because they've both been there and done that. Welbeck has played under Ferguson. For the one of you who don't remember, he literally played football under Ferguson. So he's been there for a really long time playing football. So for me, these are 2 positive impact players. I think Chelsea fans really for these 2 transfers have nothing to complain about because you complained about depth, you complained about lack of experience. These 2 signings bring in depth and experience to your team and help you build towards something, because this is the key for me. It's about building towards something. It's becoming the club that's no longer the laughing stock. It's becoming the club that knows what they're doing in the transfer window. And you do that by signing these experienced players that help propel Chelsea to the next level, that help take you out of that rut where you're good for 1 season, bad for 1 season, good for 1 season, bad for 1 season. Now you have players with leadership roles, with clear leadership roles, who come and make a positive impact, help the likes of Palmer stay grounded, help the likes of Caicedo in-game, remain focused, help Morgan Rogers transition into a big club. All these things are important. Some things are intangibles. Not everything is on the football pitch. We all know Jordan Henderson is not this elite, magnificent footballer. We all know Danny Welbeck is not like Benzema region. We know this. But these 2 players are good players, serviceable Premier League players who bring in experience, leadership, and who will help this Chelsea side under Xabi Alonso, who could perform a shock for many people in the Premier League this season and not necessarily win it, but at least be up there, be there and thereabout, be in 4th place, be in 5th place, win a domestic cup, which I would consider a successful season for Chelsea. Anyway, Chelsea are being smart. These are my thoughts. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me everywhere. Check out our sponsor, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, people.